We're at Versailles State Park. Gonna hit the mountain bike trails. Don't know much about the trails, so let's see how it goes. Turtle loop. Alright, we're gonna do Shadow Run, which I think is supposed to be about a 4-mile trail. Probably have to stop quite a bit at intersections and look at a map, but that's fine. Riding on a Friday with one other car in the parking lot. I looked before I came. Looks like all the trails here are multi-direction except for one. Looks like maybe up on the north side. I don't remember the name, but not sure why it's one way unless maybe it's downhill. I think I did see that this Shadow Run is usually people choose to run it counterclockwise, which is the way I'm running. So I again assume that's for the hill or hills. No steep climbs, but mostly climbing off the start here. Fun trail. Woke her up. Beautiful day today. November, going to be 60s. This must be why people go counterclockwise. This side and Shadow Run goes that way. I have to look at a map here. I don't know how far Cliffside is. The name of this trail implies this single track flows well above the Laffrey Creek, running just over 2 miles. Not recommended for a beginner. Not sure what that means. Beginner. Guess we shall see. I'm not a beginner, but I wouldn't consider myself a trials rider either. It's not all tech and climbing. Nice. Tree rats are everywhere. Guess that's Laffrey Creek down there. I don't know if part of the not recommended for beginners thing is the rock and roots or the exposure, or maybe both. Or maybe I just haven't gotten to it yet. Definitely need to pay a little bit of attention so you don't get a bunch of pedal strikes on these rocks. That. Hard to get your cadence right on some of these little punchy, techy climbs. Now where? I think center loop to the right's where I want to go. Well, cliffside, I can see the no beginner recommendation. All rideable. Certainly okay for a intermediate level rider to challenge themselves a little bit. This is center loop. Connect this over to another trail, maybe like Grandview or something. Today's supposed to be a rest day from running. Training for the Jackson County Ultra 50K in Brownstown, Indiana. Grandview. That's what we want. The Grandview on the map on the board back there is listed as difficult. I wish there was some standard for mountain biking on difficulty. Like, it's so hard to know Is it difficult because it's techy, because it's like a bunch of climbing? This part of Grandview is super fun. So the big difference between Indiana parks and Ohio parks are entry fees. State parks in Ohio, at least the ones I've been to, there's no entry fee. Whereas here you pay $9 to get in the park and then $5 to use mountain bike trails. Which I really don't have a problem with. It keeps the parks open and the trails open. And this is worth 14 bucks. That's out of state prices. And you can buy annual passes. Doesn't make any sense to do it now. She said this weekend, if I understood her right, was the last weekend anybody's manning the guard shack. Sucker to that. Essentially is free if the trails are open. And then next year you can look at buying a pass, but like she said, $70 for an out-of-state annual pass to the park. I think she said $40. I can't remember now. Must not have been 40. Must have been like 20 bucks for a annual pass, because I think it 4 times would pay for your pass for the mountain biking, but you can buy an annual pass for both. She said most people, especially out of state, buy the mountain bike trail pass and just pay the daily fee. Just depends on how often you're gonna come. I don't know how many times I'd come over here. This is my first time. A little over an hour drive. I'll definitely come back.